dear viewers. This is the Dukas Copy Academy, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. My name is Rakesh. I am your host here. Please do not confuse me as an employee of Dukas Copy Bank. I am not their employee. I am just another technical analyst. Who is going to tell you about the key levels of the major currency pairs in some time. And it is very essential to know what are the key levels, to what extent the price can move in a direction for any particular pair. And since we are talking about the forex, so we'll be focusing on the major currency pairs. Now the major pairs are the pairs or which include US dollar and the major currencies like Euro USD, GBP USD, Australian dollar against US dollar, New Zealand US dollar. We call this Kiwi also, USD CAD, USD JPY, USD CHF, something like that. Okay, there are total 8 major currencies and 7 major pairs. Apart from this, we also have a look at the US dollar index so as to know that how the US dollar as a whole is performing against the other currencies. Before I start, I must tell you that this is not a trading advice. This video is just to enhance your knowledge about how to analyze the markets technically, and how you can draw the good support and the resistance lines, and how you can use them to your advantage, how to find out the market structure, how to find out the key levels, how to find out the bias on any particular time frame like this. Okay. mm, my request to you will be that please do your own research before you put your money on the line, and do not take my video as a trading advice. Yes, you can use this for increasing your knowledge base. Before I start with the charts, let me take you through the standard risk disclaimer, please. This is very important. Please understand this risk disclaimer. If you want, you can pause the video here if you are watching the repeat telecast on the or the published video. Although I'm live. If you have any question at any time, please let me know in the chat box. Alright, so let's go to the charts now. On your screen is the New Zealand CAD, but this is not what we are going to talk about. The first thing that we are going to talk about is the US dollar index. Always and always start from the US dollar index, because you really want to know where the price is going next, and this can be taken, the cue can be taken from the US dollar index. Now till yesterday we were aware that the bias is bullish. The bias will remain bullish above 101.63. That means till the time the price is trading above 101.63, it will remain bullish. That is what our opinion was, and this is our opinion till now. Okay, now what is the next level of resistance? We have seen 104.29 is the next level of potential resistance. It can make that, it can reverse from there, or it can break that resistance. Anything can happen, but we are going to see what happens here. So what price action does here, that is our interest. So that's why this is an interesting level. That's why we have marked this level. On the downside, there is no interesting level in between, only this one was a particular interesting level. Now after making this high, since the price is going to make another high, so now this becomes my next level of interest. So that is 102.79. So my bias is bullish only above this level. If the price goes below this, I will go and sell this market, because the market structure will break. You have to understand this. The market structure will break. Okay, now it has made lower high, sorry, higher high. So as if the price breaks below this, then the market bias will be bearish, and then we start selling this market. But right now it is bullish. 102.79 is the place that you want to keep an eye on, and on the higher side the resistance is here. Okay, so these are the two important levels for us to keep an eye on. What is happening in the euro? Well, in euro, the bias is bearish, and the bias I said that would remain bearish till the time the price is trading below 1.1000. And now the next level of target is 1.0724, which is approximately 100 points from here, and this can happen this week. So keep an eye on the euro dollar now. Now this is not the resistance, but this is the resistance 1.0916. Above this I will start buying this market. Okay, above this my bias will change, but below this the bias is bearish. You have to understand this part. Okay, now what is the next level of resist support? 1.0724. Okay, coming to GBP USD, so the bias was bearish here also, and we were looking for a selling opportunity. We had gone on, I think, 1 hour, and there we have it. You see, I said any rise, I think, to these levels can offer you a selling opportunity, and this is what has happened. Now we are looking for the lower targets in this market. For instance, our first target will be 1.2612, and the second target will be 1.2500 in this market. Very good. So coming back to the daily chart here, the crucial level of resistance now, okay, it is still here, 1.2792, and on the downside we have support here which is supposed to be broken very soon. This will be dynamic support on the form of a channel, but we have an intended a robust support around 1.2500, which is, I think, the ultimate target for my selling trade. All right, the resistance is here, the support is here. All right, so what about the Australian dollar? Is it a sell or is it still a buy? So let's see. Yeah, it is still a sell. The bias is bearish. You can just remove this. Okay, the bias is still bearish. You can see that the price went higher for some time. That means there was some profit booking, and thereafter this is a sell. And now we are looking for 1.6526 as the target, and the second target as 0.6453, and thereafter 0.6339 on the downside. We are bearish on the Australian dollar a lot. Okay. So this becomes your first level of support, and this becomes your first level of resistance. All right. So keep an eye on these two. What about the New Zealand dollar? Well, finally, the New Zealand dollar broke below this one, and it gave us an idea that this market is going to go sell. So now we have a clear picture what is going to happen. Now, if the price closes below this yesterday's candle today, we will definitely have a good resistance around 0.6084. Now, the bias is bullish has been changed to bias is bearish. So please edit the label from bullish to bearish. Okay, so now the bias is bearish because the price has finally closed the day below our crucial support of 0.6084. So now, since the price has closed below this, so we are sure, so we will remove this, and we can look for something like this with the target of this place. All right, you can also remove this one. So now we have a clear picture that New Zealand dollar is also going down against the US dollar in the coming days. So now you know that it has come down, but what is the next level? Well, This is the next level of support, and now this is supposed to be the resistance. Okay, so the price will keep hovering, I think, between these two levels, and if it breaks below this 0.5940, then it may go here. I think this color is not very good. Are you able to read out what that color is? 15904. Okay, yes, on the stream it is good. For me this is very bright color. Is there anyone else other than me, or I'm just the only one who is talking here? Anyways, but you got the idea. Even if you're watching not watching the live session, if you are watching it after some time, you will understand that 0.6084 will now be a very strong resistance in this market, and you may have a potential support around 0.5940 area. If that is taken out, maybe the price will drop to 0.5774. Keep an eye on these things. Okay, at any point of time, if you have any question whatsoever, you may ask me in the chat. All right, so here, like I was saying, that there is a possibility, because the dollar index was bullish, so USD CHF may go higher, but if it does not, then we will be looking for a selling opportunity. Now, still the price has got higher than 0.8712. I'm still not very confident to buy this market, because the price will be, I think, rejected by this falling channel line. This is one thing. Secondly, even if the price rises from here, we have a very strong resistance as 0.8821 coming up. So I'll not be very happy to buy this market, but yes, I'll be looking for another selling opportunity in this market. Okay, so let's see how the things unfold in the future. Right now, I'm not interested in this, and I think you should not be interested in this market. Although the bias has turned bullish now, but I want it to turn bearish again to put it to the downside, and also if it can align with weekly. Now you see that the weekly is bearish, so I'm just expecting 50% rise from here. So approximately to this level of 0.8790 maybe, or maybe a little higher, and then a drop from there. That is what I'm expecting. So let's see how the things unfold. I'll keep my Fibonacci levels like this only for you to make out what happens next. In the US dollar against the Canadian, yes, today there is a bullish day, but the bullish candle is not even bullish than the yesterday's candle. So I'm expecting a fall again in the coming time before it hits 1.3620. Let's see if that can happen or not, but right now I'm not interested in the USD CAD also. But if you ask me where is the support and resistance, I can safely tell you that 1.3380 is the support and 1.3620 is the next level of resistance in this one. USD JPY, for some reason it has got the support at this rising channel. 149.75 is the area of resistance. I think there may be a lot of congestion in this area of 149.75, although today there is a bullish pin bar, but I am not very confident about this bullish pin bar. Maybe there will be a soon rejection and push to the downside. So what is the next level of resistance? 149.75 is in my charts is a very crucial level, and on the downside we have a potential support around 144.35. But if the price rises from here, then this will become a potential support, the low of this particular candle which is trading right now. New Zealand CAD, we are bearish. Well, we have the lower targets. 0.8179 was already exposed. Now if the price trades below 0.8179, I think it will expose 0.8105 in this market very soon. On the upside, we have strong resistance around 0.8247 in this market. Bitcoin finally started moving to the downside. Yes, from here if it rises, I think the sellers may push it again below from 40,914 levels. So if you are not entered in a sell trade till now, you want to enter sell, then you may find another opportunity around 40,914 area. But your downside targets to the max should be 32,433, where you will be looking at how the price behaves, because on the weekly it is still in a buying category. Okay, so there is a possibility that the lot of buyers will jump in here around 32,433 who could not buy the Bitcoin earlier. Brent, like I said that yes, the price has gone higher, but it may get rejected from this trend line, or even if the price goes higher from here, it may get rejected from this 84.62. So keep an eye on these two levels, but do not buy this market right now. It's not worth buying. Gold is the last thing that we are going to discuss. Gold, I think you should just keep an eye from here. I think the price will eventually go higher. Even if it breaks lower, it will eventually go higher. That is what my opinion is, because the price has been in a very good uptrend. Now right now it is consolidating for some time, but even if the price falls from here, it will find some support around 1973. Now 1973, I think we can mark it with a rectangle like this. So this area is a strong area of support. So let's see how the price behaves when it comes to this area. You will see a lot of buyers jumping in to push the prices higher from this falling channel, and then eventually you will enter and reap profits around 2081 and maybe 2146. That's all guys from my side. If you have any particular question about any pair, you can ask me that in the chat box right now, or otherwise I will wrap up this session. This is a very small session actually, but if the questions come up, it can go big. So please ask questions, or if you have any doubts, you can ask me now, or you can ask me tomorrow at the same time when we are here around 1700 GMT. We have allocated 1 hour, complete 1 hour for this webinar. So please feel free to ask questions. If you don't have any questions, you can just give us a thumbs up or a comment like, did you like this webinar or you didn't like this webinar? You're happy with the performance of whatever the analyst is saying? Are you able to understand? Is it comfortable? My language is good, my language is bad. Any type of comment, you can write them in the chat box, okay? At least for me to know that you are there. All right, so guys, I hope that you know about the supports and resistances that are of importance in the coming future. From my side, I just want to request you that even if you are new or a very pro trader, my request to you always would be that please do not trade any trade in such a manner that that is the last trade of your life. No, every trade, even if it is going to give you millions of profits, just consider it as one single trade, okay? And never risk more than 1% of your entire equity on that single trade. Never ever risk your 1% or more on any single trade. And you should press the trigger only if you think that there is a potential in this trade to give you more than 3 times of whatever you are risking. If you are risking 1%, then the trade should have a potential to give you back 3 times the risk that you're going to take. If it is not the case, then you are just gambling. Do not gamble, I'll say. Take an informed decision, analyze your market, and then only open the trade. Okay, the trade can go in your favor, it can go against you, but if it goes against you, it should not your account should not lose more than 1%. I hope you got the idea. With this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this webinar useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section after the video is published, or otherwise you can consider subscribing to this channel if you are new here. If you want to touch base with me or you want to connect with me, my Skype handle is there on your screen right now. You can write me on measoldier123. You can also subscribe my other YouTube channel, which is Bulls and Bears. You can find the logo next to it. It is easy to identify because there are so many channels with the name Bulls and Bears. So thank you once again for your time. We'll see you tomorrow at 1700 GMT. Bye bye, take care, and do come with some questions tomorrow if you have. Okay, so that we can enjoy and have an interactive session. Bye bye, take care.